a small house, really nice, with a big garden. I can make my own vegetables. I pay 250 euros per month. I have two rooms.
So you pay
Living room.
250 euros per month for your rent?
Yes.
So you got two bedrooms
Two bedrooms, kitchen, bathroom, living room, and one fireplace.
and two for
And
$250 per month.
euros, which is a little
Euros.
bit. And I have a big barbecue outside. If you want to come, I can make you meat on the
Oh,
barbecue.
oh, Cecile, don't come on. You're
And a really nice
if
balcony.
if I come, I might not leave. Okay, so today we are heading over to this magnificent country, one of my faves, Greece, with my new friend, Cecile Sparfel. Cecile, thank you so much for being a part of the podcast.
Thank you. It's really nice to be with you.
Yeah, man. So it's great to meet you. You live in the Peloponnese in
Yeah.
Greece. So why don't we start off by tell us a little bit about you and your background, where you're from, and how you landed in Greece and what you're doing there for work.
Okay. So I'm 51 years old right now. I'm just a new grandma. I have a grandson since March. And I grew up in Île-de-France, near Paris, but in the really countryside place near Fontainebleau, which most of people know.
Mm-hmm.
And well, but my family is not really from Paris. I'm from Britain, Alsace, and Champagne also.
Okay.
But in our bloodline, um, I would say in my ADN, we have a lot of people in my family who lives abroad. My grandparents was in Morocco when I was young, my uncle in Madagascar, Angola, Mozambique, mostly in Africa, one
Wow.
uncle in LA.
Mm.
And I traveled a lot in the US when I was young also. So, well, it was quite normal to go somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
Um, I study hotel management school in France. Then I work in hotels, and my big passion is horses. So I took the exam to teach horse bike riding in France. Then I have a school with my husband, and we breed also horses. We used to have like 80 horses at home
Wow.
with stallion and stuff like that. It was really nice.
Very
And
cool.
then I had some health issues, so I have to change my life. And I start to travel around US and Canada to breeding dogs for breeders in Europe. And
Mhm.
then I do this before COVID. And then COVID happened and stuck me at home. And I really didn't like this. So
Mhm.
I had to find something else. I spent some holidays when I could go somewhere in Sweden, which is a place I really like.
Mhm.
And I was trying to find a job in Sweden. And then someone called me and offered me a job in Portugal or Greece.
Mhm.
My dad is already in Portugal, so I tried to try something else. And as I love nutrition, I said, well, Mediterranean diet should be a good idea. So I arrived in Greece to work in a call center.
Mhm.
I start working for Pandora, the jewelry for customer care. Then Apple after sales, and Quanto, which is a French bank, and Airbnb at least. And since last month, I'm freelancer for sales team. I
Mhm.
sell some program like e-learning about no code and IA.
What is that?
No code and IA. It's the future. It's to before you need to be a I don't know what's the word in English, but to make some program it was really hard. You need to study a lot, and now it's something really easy
Mhm.
with some software. So
I see.
um, Allegoria teach people how to use this software.
I see. Okay.
And also I sell some cosmetic things. I mean, recruit some people to sell some cosmetics in
Okay.
France. So
Nice.
I can work from all over the world when I want to. It's really nice.
Very nice. Well, let's dive into what is you live in the Peloponnese. Where is
Yes.
the Peloponnese and what is that like to live there? Describe it for us.
Okay. I live in Peloponnese, so it's a huge part of Greece. It's on the west part of Greece, just in front of Italy. And I'm mostly in front of Italy. The biggest city near me is Patras, which is where you can take the ferry to go to Venezia or Italy. It takes a long time, but you can go there.
Hmm.
And Athens is by bus like 3 hours, unless by car.
Okay.
But I chose this place because I travel a lot and it's easy to go to Athens. I mean, you have the highway, you have the train, you have the buses.
Hmm.
But most people goes in the south of Peloponnese near Kalamata, which is well known for its olives and olive oil. And but I prefer this place because it's closer to Athens. Still, I'm still working and still need to travel a lot.
Hmm.
And I'm in a place in the mountain. I'm 11 kilometers from the city Ayo, and where there's an hospital and all you need like to shop. It's really nice. And I live in the mountain because I love to walk and in the vineyard. And I have sea view from my balcony in my room on the Gulf of Corinth
Hmm.
because Corinth is just in between me and Athens. Corinth, maybe you know about the raisin de Corinth.
Mm-mm.
No, you don't know? Okay. Grapes from Corinth.
Mm-mm.
It's dry grapes.
Hmm.
Well, that's Peloponnese. It's mountain and sea. It's
Hmm.
really
How far are you from the sea?
um 11 kilometers if I was a bird.
How many?
11.
11. Okay. So
I
you
can
could
see the
pick.
sea from my room. And if I was there when the Belém, you know, the friendship which had the Olympic fire,
Hmm.
I should have seen it, but I wasn't there. But it just go through in front of me.
Okay. All right, great. So it sounds like a really beautiful area. So my next question is for the viewers, for the people who watch this podcast, they want to know if it's affordable, if it's going to fit within their budget. Is the Peloponnese in that section of Greece affordable?
Yes, it is really affordable. I mean, I live in a very small village, so you need to like this kind of life. I mean, there's no shop where I live, just a small cafe.
Oh,
But
okay.
for a small house, really nice with a big garden, I can make my own vegetables. I pay 250 euros per month. I have two rooms,
So you pay
living room.
250 euros per month for your rent?
Yes,
So you got two bedrooms
two bedrooms, kitchen, bathroom, living room, and one fireplace.
and two for
And
$250 per month.
euros, which is a little bit.
Euros.
And I have a big barbecue outside. If you want to come, I can make you meat on the
Oh,
barbecue.
oh, Cecile, don't come on. You're
And a really nice
if
balcony.
if I come, I might not leave. That's what happens. Well, that sounds great. So if people are looking to for rents, I mean, can you find, do they have apartments or condos that they rent over there that are even go less than 250?
In the city, I had a look when I was looking for this place, and in the city, Ayo, which is the nearest one, it's almost the same price, maybe a little bit higher, but it's really affordable. I mean, it's not a really touristic
Mhm.
place, sorry. So yes, it's affordable.
Yeah.
Yes, and much easier than Athens.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's really affordable, especially if you can get a house with a garden for that amount and you're 11 kilometers away from the beach. How long does that take you to drive down to the beach?
Half an hour
Okay. I mean, that's
because it's
amazing.
mountain.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, you could get a scooter and do that.
Yes, I know. I remember my friend, which lives in Santa Cruz, California.
Yeah.
She was renting a small house for 3,000 euro dollars. So
Yes.
yes.
It's really, really become incredibly expensive in all cities, fairly large cities in the United States. And Canada is suffering the same issue in the Ontario region, Vancouver, which is
Vancouver.
why I think a lot of people are becoming more attracted to this type of content because they're looking for alternatives. And I spent a summer in Greece and fell in love with it. I was there with a theater company and we performed
Mhm.
a traditional tragedy called the Bacchae play, and it was a life-changing experience for me. And I had the best time of my life. It changed my life for the better. And Greece did. I just know how spectacular it is there. So, all right. So let's get back to do the rents anywhere? Do they include utilities or are utilities that you pay separate?
No, I pay separate. So
They
here,
are.
yes, electricity should be something which could be a bit expensive.
Okay.
And I'm a picky, I don't know what the English word, but I like my money and I don't like to waste money.
Yeah.
So I'm really take care of how I use electricity.
Hmm.
And in winter, I didn't use it to heat the house. I use gas and I pay 2 bottles a month for 40 euros.
Okay. So you're paying for propane, and
Yes,
that's 40 a month.
yes. And
Okay.
I'm here since last September. So my first electricity bill was almost 200 euros. I say, whoa,
Was that for the month or was it for
electricity.
2 months or
It
three
was
months?
from September to December, but
For
I
October,
thought it was,
November.
yeah.
So
And I,
that's
yes,
4 months.
yes, but I, I, before I was renting some place, but I paid to the owner of the electricity. So I didn't every month, so I didn't see like this. But I mean, the fee are a big part of the electricity here also.
Yeah.
So I was worried, but my last bill from December to I think it was April, they owe me money. They owe me 68 euros. So I'm fine.
Hmm. Yeah.
And okay, so that's it for internet. As I live in the mountain in a small village and I work from home, I need a really good internet, so I'm using Starlink. I pay
Ooh.
55 euros per month.
Okay. So Elon Musk is your friend.
I don't like the Tesla. I mean, I drove one and never again in France. It's too well. It took me like 6 hours to go from my place in France to Charles de Gaulle Airport, and usually it's at this time, even if I have traffic jam, because we don't have enough high speed things. So it was a nightmare. I said
Yeah,
never
yeah.
again. Okay. I mean, if you live in the city, it's great. Okay,
Right.
but not in the countryside. And the water I pay to my owner, but it's 15 euros per month, something like that. It's really not a
Okay.
deal.
And how about cell phone?
Cell phone. So I have full unlimited data because I always on my phone, and I can't use it here because where I live it doesn't go through except on my balcony. No signal. I pay. They change the price. They make it lower. And I think it's 42 euros per month, something like that.
And you have the unlimited plan
Unlimited plan, phone, data,
because
and
you're
whatever.
always on your phone,
Yes.
just
Yeah.
just like everybody else in the universe.
Yes, and I have two because I have a French for SIM also. I pay a bit less in France, but yeah.
That's great. So you said the electric was about 200 for was it 4 months or 3 months, would you say?
It should be 4 months from the 1st of September to September,
So your
No,
electric,
2 months. I got it at the beginning of December.
so your
Yes, it's a.
electric is averaging about $50 a month then.
I didn't, I was afraid, and I was so happy to see that they owe me money last time. So
Yeah. Okay.
that,
All right. So it seems pretty affordable for the utilities.
yeah.
Um, let's dive into groceries. Groceries has become a concern here in the U.S. and um, other areas in North America. They've really gone up in price. What do you think you budget per month for groceries, just roughly?
Okay, just for me, I'm single since 2 months. Um, I spend something like 50 euros per week. I'm a picky eater. I cook mainly. I have a Thermomix, which is my best friend. So I make my bread and stuff like that. I eat a lot of pulse, vegetables, and stuff
Hmm.
like that. And so, yes, and I can have food delivery at my place here from the grocery store in AO. They come here. So that's
Okay.
very nice. And for my cats, I have 3 cats, rescued from Greece, from Syros, the small island I used to live. It's more expensive. I spend 135 euros per month
For the cats.
for the cats,
Yeah.
three of
That's
them.
great. That's so awesome. That's one of the beautiful things about Greece is no matter what cafe you're in, there's always cats roaming around your feet and
Yeah.
eating the scraps up, but they're everywhere on the islands too. So that's terrific to hear that you've rescued and are
Yes.
helping.
And I should thank Syros Cats, which is a great shelter and take care of them. Like Wilson, my first one, was finding a bin, and he had one surgery for one eye, which is they have to remove it, and he can't see from the other one. And he's so nice one, nice, very nice cat. And this shelter does really good job, and is mainly European, not Greek people taking care of them. And I think in the village, people think I'm crazy because my cats are not allowed to go outside. They are in a catio,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all. And sometimes I see them just going through my home and having a look at what is she doing? Cats should be outside. But no, I'm so scared for them. So they are
Yeah.
there with
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
No, that's terrific. That's great. All right. Well, let's dive into to restaurants. When you go out to eat, people want to know, what can you get a local, if you go to a local, just a basic local neighborhood restaurant where you can get a really cheap or affordable meal, what are you going to pay?
Well, a good restaurant, of seafood restaurant, just not nearby me, but at 14 minutes in a small village called Jacopto with the port. And for really good fish, just coming from the sea, usually for 2 people, I pay 30 euros, 15 per person with drinks. I mean, it's food here, even in restaurant, is really affordable.
Are there any places around like any cafes or any places that, for example, I would go in and I'll get maybe a little bowl of pasta with a Greek salad and some pita bread. Can you find stuff like that?
Yes, you have many restaurants everywhere. The best are the taverna in the small village. In Kunina, I've seen one, but I didn't try it yet. But yes, you can find, and local restaurants are really good. I mean, it's
How cheap are they?
a Greek salad should be between 6 to 8 euros, and usually you can share it for 2 people.
Okay.
In Greece, it's really usual to share your plate. I mean, you
Yes.
call your order one tzatziki, one Greek salad, and costo and chicken, and then you can share and eat all in the same plate, and it's really nice. And yeah, that's a
Hmm.
great way of eating.
Hmm. Okay. So you're looking at what if you go to one of these neighborhood restaurants in your community, what's the least expensive meal you can get if you go out to lunch or you go out for dinner?
Well, I don't go outside, so I can't tell you really.
Okay. So you wouldn't have it, you don't budget any money per month to go eat at restaurants or okay.
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna all right. Do you think that somebody could go out a couple times a week and budget $150 per month if
Oh,
they did
yes.
it maybe twice a week?
Remember, it was when I was in Crete, I spent 4 months in Crete to work. And one of my son came with his girlfriend. And for three people with beer, I take sparkling water, and his girlfriend, I don't remember, but she took something to drink, not water. For three people, and we have good lunch. In a touristic place, we paid 33 euros. It was 2 years ago.
Wow.
So yes,
That was on
Greece,
Crete?
yes, in a touristic place called Bali.
Yeah, Crete's really an interesting place in Greece too. There's a lot of expats that have moved to Greek or Crete.
I don't understand them. I didn't like Crete so much.
Yeah, it's way out there. I mean, it's a distance, right? It's a long ways from Athens or
Yes, you take the
Piraeus.
boat at 9 and you arrive at 7 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good ferry ride out there. Okay, so Cecile, what do you do for fun? What do you do for entertainment in the Peloponnese?
Well, you can walk. I walk a lot. I walk like 10 kilometers a day in average. So this is my way of taking my time. You can go rafting, you can go so hiking, swimming, paddling, many things. In Corinth, we have a swim park, with some pool, toboggans, and stuff like that for kids. I've
Yeah.
never been there, but I know that because I have to look after my grandson in July. And so my friends come to take care of my cats.
Hmm.
And they have kids, like teenagers, and they asked me what they could do. So I had to have a look at these because it's not the thing I usually do.
Hmm.
Um, so yes, there's many things like that.
So it sounds like a lot of the entertainment options are outdoor options that would be free anyway. Like if you're going to be into hiking, into the swimming, and to strolling around these towns, that's all free of charge, right? Do they
Yes,
have do they have any like galleries or any art museums in that area that you know of? Or
in Patras maybe, but I've been only twice, so I can't really say.
okay, in Patras.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, great. And how do people get around out there? Do they have any taxis or is there ride share like Uber? Um,
Uh,
or or is there a bus system that kind of transports people from these small towns to another or down to the beach and back?
okay, so we have taxis, and to go from my place to Ayo, it cost me 15 euros.
Okay.
15 to 17. It depends where I'm going to in the city. And then I can take the bus to go to Athens. It costs me, if I take both way, it costs me 15 euros also. So for 30 euros, I can go to Athens.
And how far are you from Athens again? How many hours on
By
on
the bus, it's all about 3 hours. But if I drive there, it should be 2 hours something. It's,
okay. A 6 hour trip, round trip, it cost you 15 euros.
yeah.
Okay. So very reasonable.
Yes, of course. I mean, I used to have a car, but my boyfriend just crashed it, so I don't have a car anymore. And I was thinking of taking a new one, but I mean, I just use it to go to AO, to go to the grocery store or whatever. Because to go to Athens, it's more easier to take the bus, the train, because it's really hard to find a parking place in Athens.
Hmm.
They don't drive really well either, so they don't take care of beating your car.
Hmm.
So yes, I will just stay in the neighborhood and it will be because it's easy to take the bus. I mean, you have the first one at 3 o'clock in the morning. You
Hmm.
arrive at something like 7, and tomorrow I will take the plane, and my plane well, I have to do some shopping in Athens, but I will take the bus at 7 in the morning, 7:30. I will be at 10 in Athens.
Hmm.
Then I can take the express bus to go to the airport if I want for 5.5 euros.
Oh, wow. Where are you flying to tomorrow?
Poland.
Poland. Wow. Lucky you. You look at you. You travel everywhere. You've been
Yes,
all over the place.
almost. Not in Asia. I need to go there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you. People ask me to ask this question. What is the weather like in the Peloponnese? People want to know what is it like? I mean, what I remember in the summertime, it gets pretty warm in Greece.
Yes. So this winter, it was my first winter here. It was kind of rainy, and they
Hmm.
said they didn't have so much rain like this for a long time.
Hmm.
And but we didn't have snow. I came here also because at 60 kilometers from here in Calabrita, there's a ski resort, and I love skiing.
Hmm.
So this year I couldn't go there
Hmm.
because no snow.
No
Uh,
snow. Yeah.
but usually my daily routine, I go walking during the day. But since today, I go early in the morning because it's too warm after. I mean, yesterday it was 26 degrees. So walking in the mountain, in the sun, it's not good. This morning it was only 14. I left home at 7 o'clock in the morning, so it was nice.
So it gets cool in the evening
Yes,
where you're
it,
at.
yeah. And
Okay.
but I noticed that from where I am to Ayo, which is only 11 kilometers, sometimes we have 6 degrees, so Celsius degrees difference
Wow.
because I'm in the mountain. So
Yes.
if I have 26 here in
Hmm.
Ayo, it could be six more.
I see.
So yes, and in the beginning of April, we had 30 degrees once,
Hmm.
unusual, but yeah, it could happen. So that's why also I choose the mountain because the weather in
Cooler.
summer cooler.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's good information. Thank you. All right. The last thing that we talk about is healthcare. All the retirees, especially considering retiring in Greece, want to know, is there a public healthcare program there? Is it affordable? What's it like? What can you share about that?
Okay, so I work for a Greek company. So I have the Greek Social Security, which called AMCA.
Hmm.
So I can go to the public hospital for free.
Okay.
If you don't work there, I think maybe you have to pay, or you can go to private doctors, which are not as expensive as the doctor in US or Canada.
Right.
I mean, it could be 35 for a PD, it could be 35 euros, and then for the first one, and then you come for the second one, it's less expensive. I never understood how they work it.
Hmm.
But yes, you have in Ayo, which is you have an hospital here at 11 kilometers from where I am, and in Patras we have two public hospital and many private doctors, and also in Athens it's full of people like doctors who speak English,
Hmm.
and some of them studied in US, like my gynecologist, because I have a cancer 2 years ago,
Hmm.
uh, made his study in US.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Okay. Access. Do you have any idea like what a private insurance plan would cost over there or no?
No,
Yeah,
I couldn't.
you're on a work visa in Greece, correct?
Uh, it's not a visa. I'm French, so I can go in Europe wherever and stay in Schengen.
That's right.
Just need to register, that's all. It's easy
Yeah.
for us. I do agree.
In the
It's unfair.
Schengen. In the Schengen, but you're go
Yes,
Poland isn't in the Schengen, is it?
it is.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's I think it's the country above you, Albania, is not in Schengen.
maybe not. I know Bulgaria just become Schengen few months ago.
Okay. All right, so it's expanding.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, Cecile, I mean that we've covered everything. Is there anything else you can think of that could be helpful for people considering retiring over there or just living as an expat in Greece? Is there anything else you can think of that could be
Yes.
helpful?
Don't be afraid to come in small town and small village. People are very friendly, and it, in big city it's not the case. I used to live 6 months in Athens before coming to this place, and really it's different. Here, each time I walk, people stop. and say, "Are you lost? Do you need something?" In Greek, I don't speak Greek really well, so, but they are really concerned about what am I doing there, and that's really nice. I mean, the other day, a guy gave me an orange just because I was walking there. He saw me many times, and he said, "Oh, here's for you today." Okay, great, thank you. You know,
Mm.
it's they are really friendly in the village and happy. I'm welcome. I mean, I feel like in a nice place. It's safe. It's nice, and I like the quiet place. So in the village, I'm nice. But I know another small town called Akrata, which is really nice, and it's more on the near Athens. It's between Aio and Corinth, and it's really nice. You like it's a small city. You have all shops, and yeah, it could be if you are can be afraid to be in such place where I am because there's nothing. But I have a pharmacy nearby. I have an hospital, but I can't walk there. I have to take a car. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
But I live without a car since November, so you can do it. I mean, it depends on you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's great information. Cecile Sparfel,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Ray.
Efkaristopoli. Efkaristopoli. That's the little I know, and that's thank you very much in Greek.
Yes,
Um,
that's it.
yeah, so thanks so much for taking the time out to do this and sharing all this info. I really appreciate it.
It's really nice. Thank you.
Yeah, and you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you, Ray. Bye. Have a nice
Bye.
day.